Hello YouTube and Twitch, Lytbringr here, and I am currently just grinding, I guess? Me and the wife got so sick of really having nothing to play together that we went back to a game that we've played before on the 360, that we now have this one. I've got another video, I think, of this one there. You will notice there is no music in this video, except maybe the one or two tracks that play when you're in stores, and I have no control over that, as far as I know. And there's a reason for that. Oh, yeah, I can turn down the music all the way, which makes me sad. But for this video, I will have to do that, so yay, I guess. The reason for that is I posted that one video last time, and I got, before the video even published, so I am very confused how that happened. I got like 6 copyright flags on my video, and I'm like, how? Like, if it's not published yet, you shouldn't be able to see it, which means you can't see what's in it, which is really weird. Like, they flagged me pretty much for music tracks, and they were all this generic sounding company, like, reps for music, or artist reps or something. It's had, like, one of those really, like, conglomerate suit and tie, like, law firms that somebody just paid them a bunch of cash and said, hey, whenever you see one of my videos posted, like, get them. I'm really kind of creeped out as how they saw my video before anybody else did. Like, literally within hours of it being posted. And you guys know how I do it. I'll record a video, say, the Friday after Thanksgiving, and then a week later, it'll go online for you guys to see. So, I don't know how they got to see it. I don't know. Like, it's really worrisome for me. And with Thanksgiving coming up, and I've got some family stuff going on that I'm keeping track of lately. So that's the reason I haven't streamed the last week or two, and for that I'm sorry, but it is that holiday season. I will try to be streaming every weekend, but again, family comes first. I hope you guys can understand that. If not, I don't know what to say, because whatever. I can't make you understand that family is important. Maybe that's not how you were raised. Maybe your family's all passed away, or y'all just don't get together for the holidays, or you're not in the US, so Thanksgiving isn't a holiday for you, in which case, oh, like, for us, it's pretty much just a holiday about hanging out with your family and eating a crap ton of food. So, I mean, yes, there's being thankful and all that jazz, but for me, I truly just appreciate hanging out with my family and friends and stuff. So, to family and friends watching this, and all of you at home that watch this either on Twitch or on YouTube, thank you so much. I do appreciate you guys a lot. But yeah, so there's that. You will notice the title of this video is what is AAA? Like, what makes a AAA game? I am coming from, like, a full week off from work. Since I work at school, we had this week off for Thanksgiving. And I am just enjoying the heck out of watching the fall of Fallout 76 and just how big of a dumpster fire that game and its reception have been. And I really love what it means for the industry as a whole, it failing miserably, because a big company like Bethesda and its big, like, cash cow Fallout are losing money and getting critical reviews of, like, bupkis and crap, and it lets me know people are tired of seeing these games coming out looking half-finished. We've had a lot of those lately. Like, day one patches have become a thing, and I hate seeing that. I hate buying a game that I really believe in and that I feel like is gonna be amazing, only to have the game come out looking trashy or having major bugs, or the second I install the game, my Xbox or PlayStation telling me, okay, now we need to install an update like the very next day, and I'm like, when your game comes out and you already know there's a bug in it, it means you should have spent a couple extra weeks just being able to look at your stuff. And I get it, but even Activision and Blizzard and whoever's publishing Bethesda, probably Activision there too, or EA, who knows, they're both equally shitty at the moment. It's really good for me to see that people are finally tired of it. They're tired of buying unfinished games. Bethesda especially has pretty much made a practice of our games are buggy as heck, but that's like part of our charm. Except now it's at the point where it's not so much part of your charm as it's obvious you guys are just too lazy to do better. I mean, when games from a couple of console generations ago were using the same engine you're using now, and I get it, most engines get patched, and there's like layers of patches and updates and stuff on them. Like, you don't just buy a brand new engine and build a new one from scratch. What you do is you take the engine you have, you notice there's one or two holes in the software, and you fix them. And that's how most engines work. But when you look at the engine that Bethesda's been using for a couple of decades, and you're like, okay, I get it, it's been patched over and over and over, but you keep seeing the same bugs in their software, and you're like, okay guys, you need to either fix a couple of these fundamental flaws in your system, or you need to get a different system. Like, for God's sake, use the Unreal Engine. It's everywhere. Everyone's using it. Why are you so... I don't know, like... being anal about using this ages-old engine. It's like, no, we made this engine. We're super proud of it. We can't let it go. Like, if you're still using it for, like, a nostalgia sake kind of thing, then that's an easy fix. I mean, make a new engine, release one of your older games, like Morrowind or Fallout 3, but with the new engine behind it. If it looks better, it feels better, it works better, it's got fewer bugs left and right, your fan base will notice and be like, oh my gosh, what did they do to make this game better? Is it just an overhaul? Did they use a new engine? After a couple of weeks of getting those questions, then you tell your audience, hey, by the way, what do you think of the such and such engine we made? Now, yeah, people are gonna be like, well, why didn't you just use Unreal or Frostbite and just be done with it? Like, make your lives easier instead of making your own engine. Just using one that's already out there and works. But I don't know. Just when the fall of your game is almost so ridiculously, like, stupid funny, like, so dumb you can't help but laugh at just how crummy it is. But between that and BlizzCon and Diablo Immortal, you're like, okay, these are quote-unquote AAA game developers, and it makes me wonder, like, with all these reviews, like, a lot of people are getting very upset that these are AAA games, why do they look so crappy? And I'm like, what makes them a AAA game? Because growing up in like the 90s and the early 2000s, what I was led to believe made a AAA game was the game itself having, like, A pluses or A's or, like, just head and shoulders above the competition in plotline, character development, story. Story is the plotline. Derp. But, like, Fallout 3 changed the game. Like, it changed the layout of RPGs and open worlds and stuff like that. And you're like, yes. But what made it AAA? Because now we see Fallout 76 and it's being called AAA. And I'm like, does that just mean that all you need for a AAA game is for money to get thrown at it? Because if that's the case, because I look at Witcher 3, and I've been playing that out the butt lately. I'd be playing that on here, but there's a lot of questionable content for me to be streaming or putting on YouTube in the game, and I don't want to accidentally find a quest that's got like a bunch of naked women or people cussing each other out or like poop, crap, shit, damn. Like, those are about as graphic as I get, but some of the words they use in Witcher 3 are meh. Like, I don't care because I'm a grown adult, and again, language in a game isn't something I care about. Man, there's another one I missed. You will notice like, let's pause the discussion for a sec, because it's... You'll notice I'm not really doing much in this game except running in circles. But it's because me and my wife were playing this game, and she specifically asked me not to do anything that would affect, like, our game. So I can't get any of the collectibles, I can't do any of the events or story stuff. She also is trying to have me not kill enemies or gain XP if I can help it. So... Oh, that's why. That's why. I forgot every time you reload the game. Oh, man! All my flags went away, too. I didn't even notice. Why would you let me be able to label areas on the map with little, like... map flags like this if they're not gonna stay there? What's the point? It's so dumb. So yeah, all the work I was doing earlier today, just because I turned off the game. Like, I deliberately saved just to see if they'd stay, and they didn't, so now I'm sad. But I mean, Rockstar is a AAA game company, but their games are actually pretty good. Like, they've got story, they've got some plot. What? Oh my gosh, is it also going to give me, like... What did I do to make tutorials keep popping up? Like, all I'm really doing is going to be leveling up my character with money. And for the money thing, it's really just time. But there's also a achievement for running a lot. It's usually one of the last achievements I get. So I'm like, yeah, if I'm going to be on for 4 or 5 hours, just... farming cash, I might as well just run in circles and work on that too. So sorry about the no music, just I don't like getting 8 emails from YouTube saying, yeah, you got flagged by like all these people, and I'm like, okay. For music, I'm like, I didn't even think about the music in this game that's almost 10 years old, if not older. Again, guys, I don't really look at the publishing date of every game I play, so like, I didn't even think about the music, so now all the music's off, so ruining my fun. Twitch doesn't care, but YouTube's like super anal about all things copyright. And that's why I love Twitch as a platform better, because they're like, guys, people are gonna do this, like, get over it. And I get it, if you have a song and like somebody rips it for their stream or something, yeah, sue their freaking pants off. Because that's exactly how copyright works. Like, unless they're using it for parody or fair use, then yeah, okay, fine. But like, If I'm playing a game and your song is in the game, I already paid for the game that your song is in. Like, you already got my royalties. What else do you want from me? But no, like, because I'm so small on YouTube, I just kind of laugh when I got a copyright thing. I'm like, okay, you're not telling me to pull the video. Instead, you want a percentage. And then I'm like, okay, do you know how much money I made on this video from ads? Like, a penny. I hope you can split that penny 8 ways, guys. Have fun. But back to AAA. Like, this game, this was Volition and Deep Silver, so I don't know if these guys were counted as AAA. And then you get Witcher 3, that's... Okay, let's show you guys how many captures I have gotten in the last, like... In 2 weeks, I've taken a few hundred captures, ranging in time from seconds to minutes. Yeah, almost 200, and most of these are all from The Witcher 3, because they are all a masterclass in storytelling. Every character I have talked to in that game has had their own little subtle backstory, their own emotions, their own... Like, even if they share the same voice, I couldn't tell you. Like, they could only use the same 4 or 5 voice actors for CD Projekt Red's game. I don't even care. Because it's just that good. It is a masterclass in storytelling and character development. I mean, I went to a poker tournament. And that was the quest. Each person in the tournament had their own character. One of them was a racist. One of them was a good old boy that was finally getting to leave the farm to try and earn a little extra money for back home. And his girl's like, you go and try and earn us some of that pop playing poker or the card game in Witcher 3. Another was this girl who was just gonna try and, like, steal the money. And I'm like, hi, Av. Hello. But, like, this is a masterclass. I cannot get enough of this game. It's driving me insane. It's also part of the reason I haven't played... I haven't streamed in a couple of weeks, because I'm like, I can't not play Witcher 3, but I also can't stream Witcher 3, so I had to choose between Witcher 3 and streaming with you guys, and I'm sorry. It's such a good game. I couldn't. You look very conspicuous. I'm gonna take your money. If anybody knows how to put people down when they're psychically grabbing them... Did somebody just shoot this girl? I didn't shoot her. Well, where'd she go? But yeah, I'm looking at games like this, and this game is like super old, and it's open world, and... I mean... When Bethesda makes an open world game, and Nintendo's very first open world game, Breath of the Wild, looks head and shoulders better than your game, like, why are you trying? Like, why are you trying? I mean, we all know what they're doing. They're trying to jump in on that MMO monetize every aspect of your game thing. Like, they're trying to jump on that easy money bandwagon everybody's doing. It's the same with why Blizzard is going mobile. They're trying to get a taste of that mobile money that apparently is making bank for some odd reason. I mean, I don't like using my phone for gaming. That's why I have a console. It makes sense to me. But, like, honestly, I want y'all's opinions. What makes a AAA game a AAA game? I will probably be streaming with my brother tomorrow or Sunday. I hope to do a little recording session with my friend Jarrell sometime in the next couple of weeks. I don't know if he knows that yet or not, but yay. And I want to just kind of make that like a thing. I want to make it kind of like a little 10-15 minute interview session, like while we're playing games and talk about games and stuff. Like, what defines a AAA game? Because nowadays, it feels like what makes a AAA game is simply how much money you throw at the game. Like Destiny 2, when it came out, people were like, it's kind of lukewarm, the graphics are good, the gameplay's good. Like, I can see that one being classified as AAA. Does it mean it's a good game? No. The story was kind of lukewarm, the graphics were good, the gameplay was good. But it also had hundreds of millions of dollars thrown at it. Does that make it a AAA? Like, again, Witcher 3 is not classified as a AAA game. Is that because it didn't have hundreds of millions of dollars thrown at it because it was a budget game? I mean, in that case, Fallout 76 should not be classified. People should not keep classifying it as a AAA game. It is barely a game. It's buggy as all heck. It's glitchy as all heck. People can barely stay on for more than an hour or two before it crashes. The online services are terrible. The only function of the game that works flawlessly is the microtransaction system. Like, that's what tells you the game is just there to milk people for their money. I mean, we are literally on Black Friday. The game released a week ago. And the game is already $20 off. Like, it is 33% off, and it's only been out like a week. 7 days, and the game is so reviled that they are trying to recoup their money by getting more people to buy the game as quick as they can. And it's not going to work. Activision's lost money, probably a lot of money. Bethesda's probably lost a lot of money. Blizzard, because of what they've pulled, their stock has gone down, so they're already losing money. And if I had the money to invest in those stocks, I'd be like, yeah, I would totally be buying Blizzard stock right now. Because I feel like Blizzard can get their money back. Like, they can bring out one good game and they'll be making their money back. Now, are they going to get Are they going to look like the Blizzard of old? Probably not for a while. But, like, speaking on Fallout 76, the game is so bad that people are looking at previous Bethesda games and realizing it's not that Fallout 76 is too much worse than the other games. It's just because they've made it an open world MMO thing, its flaws are much more noticeable. And that's the point. Like, all of their games have been buggy as all heck, but they had good stories. They had good character development for some of their characters. They had good things going for them. But Fallout 76 has no world building, no NPCs, no nothing. It's just you. The biggest argument people keep making, like, the guys that like the game are like, well, it's super fun with friends. I'm like, this game is fun with friends, and it's almost 10 years old. I mean, any open world game is more fun with friends. It doesn't make the game any less crappy. I mean, no offense, if I'm going to play a bad game with friends or a good game with friends, which one would you want to play with me? Like, this game is fun. I have fun. Like, I'm literally just flying around a helicopter. I'm having fun. You guys might not be having fun, but I'm having fun. I mean, he screams after falling out of a chopper, even though he knows he can fly and takes no fall damage. Where'd the chopper go, though? I mean, it fell out of the sky somewhere. I'm guessing it exploded. Did it land on somebody? I don't know. I don't know where it went. Don't really care, actually. But no, like, just the environment, like, the climate of AAA games right now is just, if your developer throws 9 figures at the game, it is guaranteed to be AAA. And we need to stop looking at games that way. I mean, I have seen indie games, which CD Projekt Red is technically, I guess, an indie developer, because nobody was really throwing money at any of their games. They just keep making money because they're taking a lot of time and care into it. And their games are really good because of it. So technically, I guess they'd be considered like an indie dev. But I mean, but their games are AAA quality. And, like, you could go on any free-to-play, like, I mean, look at, I don't know, I'm trying to think of one of the free games I downloaded recently. Or, like, go and look on your Xbox or your PlayStation and find a free-to-play game. And realize that a lot of those games look better than Fallout 76. They also run better. And people are noticing that, and that's why Bethesda's game is failing. It's not just it's not what people wanted, it's also it's just not good. Like, this game's just horrible. I mean, again, this game, like, I'm tired of getting... just... That and AAA games keep, for some reason, thinking they can get away with stuff at this point. Like, what is it? Activision is disappointed in Destiny 2's Forsaken sales. Which, okay, yeah, there's a reason for that, though. People got so tired of being burned that they didn't buy Forsaken. Or the people that did buy Forsaken are like, okay, but there's only so much to do, or... I keep doing, like, for me and my wife, we realized it's the same, like, 20 things literally every week, and you get burned out. You get tired of playing it. So Activision apparently told their stockholders that, they're upset because Forsaken's growth or sales weren't as high as they had projected. And I think Bungie just wanted something people were going to play. Like, people are coming back, but it's slow. It's a very slow recovery after a year's worth of being shafted by Bungie and Activision constantly. So now, people aren't, like, gobbling up Destiny 2 and Forsaken, and Activision's idea of how to fix the problem is monetize Destiny 2 more. And again, this is a company, like, this is the problem with the AAA environment, in my opinion, is... Whoop. Did I run out of stamina? Huh. It's been a very long time since I've run out of, well, anything, honestly. But, it really... Ooh, that car looks cool. Okay, I want your bike. I'm gonna save it.
Get back my bike.
I wonder where Brad is taking me to dinner tonight.
Boop. Okay, you can have your bike back now. I'm faster than your bike. But, what was I saying before I saw the bike? Sorry, guys. It was just a really cool looking bike. But, it really makes me wonder... Activision is meddling a lot in their stock crap, and we're pretty sure that's what happened to Blizzard too, is Activision's trying to make as much money off of their, like, big golden goose IPs as they can, and again, shareholders don't care if you're making a good game so long as they're getting the, like, their pockets lined with all that good game money. And that's the problem. Shareholders don't care if it's a good game, but the consumers do. And finally, the consumers are finally realizing, okay guys, you're making worse and worse games over time, and we are getting so freaking tired of buying these half-assed, piss-poor made games. They're not done, they're not ready, they're not finished, and we're so sick and tired of it. And we're tired of paying $60 for $20 games. I mean, again, a week after coming out to such horrible reviews and sales, even Bethesda's own website is taking advantage of Black Friday, and like Bethesda's own website is selling Fallout 76 for $40. Like, it's already $20 off, and it's only been out a week, and it's because the game sucks and no one wants it. Destiny 2, Activision's like, hey, we're gonna go on stream and we're gonna give away on Bungie.net the entire base game of Destiny 2 for free. Like, I didn't download it, but I did, like, accept it, so that now, if I want to play it on PC, which I really don't, I already have it on console, why get it on PC? Is like, one of their biggest defenses is, okay, we need to monetize it more, and oh, by the way, people, maybe the reason nobody's buying Forsaken is because to buy Forsaken, they also have to buy Destiny 2 to be able to play Forsaken. And I'm like, no, maybe it's because your freaking first DLC pass was $40 and both those DLCs were complete trash. Maybe it's because you wanted to sell an entirely another DLC for another $40 and people are tired of getting nickel and dimed. Like, I'm tired of throwing $200 at Destiny 1 only to have to pour another couple $100 almost at Destiny 2, and then see you also trying to nickel and dime me with microtransactions. That's why, like, me and a few of my friends and a lot of the people I follow on YouTube are all, like, not even secretly, like, I am really watching Anthem. Because while most games are like, we're going to try and sell this game for everybody, we're going to try and, like, look at Fallout 76, again, since it's the current thing to beat on. They gave it a crafting system. They gave it a PvP system that they didn't need. Like, everybody's trying to get in on that Fortnite survival, crafting, like, if you're not making a mobile game, you're putting in microtransactions. If you're not doing one of those two things, you're putting in a crafting system, you're putting in a PvP system, you're putting in a Battle Royale system. Those don't belong in Fallout. People are seeing it that way. Like, if you're gonna do it, you should have done it right, and they really didn't. But it's obvious, like, everybody keeps trying to stuff all these same systems in all of their games, and it's not working. And that's why when Anthem was like, yeah, we're not gonna put in a PvP system. Like, it's not really on our to-do list. I was one of the first players that went online and was like, thank freaking God somebody is like, maybe we just want to make a good game. It doesn't need to have a versus mode to be a good game. It can be a good game without a versus mode. And I thank God that there's some AAA companies that are actually watching that. They are watching the climate of game devs right now and going, why do you guys keep doing this? I mean, yes, they're putting in microtransactions, but it sounds like they looked at games like Destiny 2 and Warframe and are like, there's a right way and a wrong way to do microtransactions. Like, Destiny 2 just recently finally figured that out and got their act together, but Warframe's been doing it the right way this whole time. You can get everything in the game, or you can buy it for real money to save yourself some time, and that's fine. Like, not everybody's gonna be able to grind 1,000,000 hours to get a gun. They've already said there might... Like, there's a couple of games I think that Riker is following that I didn't recognize the name of the games, but he's a big Diablo fan, so the games he follows are very open, like, RPG, shoot, loot, sci-fi, or fantasy things. Like, all those genres are genres I'm pretty fond of, so... But, so when he's like, hey, by the way, I'm watching this game,
I can't wait.
like, just games like Anthem. I need Anthem to be good. Because there are so few games that have come out in 2018, I need something co-op that... And I just look at these as, is this a game I can play with, like, my teenage kid, if I had one, or my wife? Because you guys know, I love playing games with my wife. Like, we both have an Xbox. I like buying games that the two of us can play. It's like, can I play it co-op? I want to have, like, their very first trailer was that scripted thing where they had two people playing the game. One of the people was a Colossus, one of the people was a Ranger class. And I'm like, I want to do that with my wife. I want to look at a couple of enemies and be like, okay, I see some crap over there, I'm scouting it out, and her come in with her heavy or her rocket launcher and be like, okay, I got him low if you got him high. I'm like, yes, that's what I want. Jarrell just texted me a few hours ago today saying he finally is getting an Xbox One, and I'm like, yes, we can play games together. Like, we were already planning, we're gonna be doing Anthem. Like, he is getting an Xbox One so that we can all play Anthem together. Like, we already did a video / podcast of, so, what classes are we looking at? And it turns out that each of us is looking at a different class in my circle. Like, Murphy, aka, was really looking at wanting to be the anti-air / speed demon dude, maybe, of... Oh crap, what's the speed one called? The assassin. No. Oh no! Like, I was looking at the Warlock class. The Storm is what I think they're calling it. Jarrell was really looking at the Heavy. All of us were looking at the Ranger as a good backup, because we're all like, okay, in the gameplay, the girl's Ranger had, like, the mini-missiles from Iron Man 1 that he shoots out, and I'm like, yes, I want that in my life. The Colossus had, like, a freaking giant mortar strike that did crap tons of damage. Since then, we've seen some combat footage from the Storm, and the Storm is a very, like, it sounds like while he's flying, he gets, like, a force field or an overshield or like bonus health or defense or something like that. But he only gets it when he's in the air, and he can also stay in the air longer than any other class. And I'm like, yes, so he's the air guy. He's an air dude. He's big on using elemental attacks. Apparently elemental attacks help debuff enemies. Like we've seen in some of their 4 people, like they had 2 Colossi, a Storm that, like, dropped an ice cloud on people, and then one of the Colossus dropped a, like, mortar strike on the guys, and they all took, like, critical hits and crap, huge damage numbers, and I'm like, if that's how it works, like, I'm good with being a mixture of Hawkeye and Iron Man from the Avengers movie. Like, let me be your air guy. Let me see your eyes. Hey guys, it looks like the Colossus had, like, there's a big guy over there. We need one of you 2 heavies to go take on that big dude. Hey, let me line up. There's like 20 guys over here. If the guy with the mortars wants to smack them, tell me when and I got you lined up. Like, let me hook you up. Like, I want to play that game with my wife. I need it to come out. I'm already good. I've already told you guys that if it's even half as good as it looks, that will be a game that I will probably stream every freaking day. Like, if I start getting massive... Oh, crap. This is not an area I should have flown to. Whoops. But, give me a sec. I gotta get someplace high up because the bad guys are idiots when it comes to finding people. Like, I could get on this roof and they'll be like, where did he go? So we're gonna just sit right here. Boop. Like, look at that, it's already going down. So dumb. Oh, there's another one I can't get because the wife's not wanting to play with me. Urgh. It's driving me nuts. Collectibles everywhere, and I can't grab them. No, the wife didn't want to play. I asked, and she's like, no. Stubborn. Grumble, 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 grumble. But no, and this is like the highest point in the game, which makes me happy. But there's also like a really cheap and easy way to get up there, and I'm gonna show you guys since I'm here. Sorry, baby. Hey, 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 hey. You know I love you, right? No, just for that. No, there's no love here for you. There's no love. I've been waiting patiently to play a game with my loving, wonderful, beautiful wife all day, and instead she's like, hey, hey, no. Like, in it's her game world we keep playing in. But no, she doesn't want to play a game with me. No, all those purple hearts are not gonna save you. Like, I even told her I had this trick, and she didn't want to even like walk into my game room so she could see it. And I'm like, but it's a cool trick. It's super cool. All right, so I think this is one of the tall buildings. We will see in a second. But like, notice how long it's gonna take me to get up here while I'm talking. We could have a full conversation. How was your day? What did you want for dinner? I don't know. What do you want? I don't care. What do you want? Nope, not the tall building. I'm off a building. Whatever. They all look the same. Gosh darn it. Okay. So, tallest building in the game. We're gonna jump off real quick. Equip the gun I need. And this is just the easiest way to not need to upgrade jumping or super speed. Like, I am now on the ground. And what this gun does, we'll use it on, ooh, look, cops, conveniently. It sucks people up into the alien, up into the sky. This is the gun. This gun is fun because it is the abduction gun. You just wrote something and I can't tell what it says. You're gonna have to give me. So what you do is you use the abduction gun to suck yourself up into the sky. You bounce off of the roof of the game. Crap, I screwed it up. Little angel wings with a heart? No. That's not good enough, Av. It's not good enough. Maybe I forgive you. I don't know. If this video gets 1,000 likes and or views on YouTube, I will forgive the wife for not wanting to play games with me. There. We've had a week off. She has played games with me once. It makes me sad. So, it is beautiful. It's very pretty. But like, but no, just, I'm tired of people getting on games because they look crappy for a AAA, or they look really good for an indie. I'm like, no, we need to stop. I feel like we're being kind of like racist towards games. Like, oh, it's AAA, it needs to be held to a higher standard. I'm like, no. AAA should be like a rating system. Are you a really good game? Are you well made? Are you polished? Do you have a good plot? Is there character development? Okay. Then for you, I give the title of AAA. Like, I shouldn't be like, hey, somebody threw like $500 million at Destiny 1, so it is by default considered AAA. No. At that point, it should be AAA because of all the money it had, because of the budget it had. But then when it comes out and the story is lackluster, there's only like one character worth note. There's no cutscenes, there's barely any talking. Like, the lines are all very dry or poorly written. At that point, you're like, no, you had the budget. Look into this pupper's eyes. He says, forgive me. No, we're gonna go for, no. I forgive you, but I want to know if my viewers will forgive you. We will see if they forgive you. Forgiveness for ignoring and not wanting to spend time with your husband. There, I said it. 500 views, YouTube family. I need you guys to share this everywhere. Give the wife some love. So yeah, 500 views, and I will make a single 30-second video just saying I love my wife and she is the coolest ever. Maybe the wife will make an appearance, maybe she won't. She's really shy and doesn't want to be in any of my videos anymore, I guess, which makes me sad and grumpy. Supportive wife, my butt. But no, in the comments, please, I want to know, like, what is y'all's definition of AAA? Like, I am really tired of seeing this bias or non-bias, like, what makes it a AAA game? What, like, me, I just want the game to be good. Like, if you have made a AAA game in the past, does that automatically make you a AAA developer? Have you made one good game in the past? Should that make you AAA? I don't believe so. I believe if you have made, like, consecutive good games, like BioWare has made good games in the past, Bethesda has made a couple of good games in the past, Rockstar has made good games in the past, so yes, they should all be held to a standard. Like, Blizzard has made good games in the past. And, again, based on the reviews I've heard of the hands-on from this Diablo Immortal thing, yeah, those of you that love mobile games are gonna be in for a treat. And anybody who hasn't played a Diablo-esque game before are gonna be now smitten with Diablo-esque gaming. But, for all of their old fans that are like, why are you putting a good game on, like, my phone when you know damn well I've got a console, I've got a PC. Like, I don't buy a high-end or a decent gaming PC, which I don't have, or a console, which I do have, so that I can play games on my phone. Like, what's the point? And I get it, there are, like, whole markets that are, like, apparently built around mobile gaming, and that's okay. I understand that's a thing. But I think us Americans were like, we don't. Oh, you Googled it? See, I was avoiding Googling it because I feel like that term is just thrown around very willy-nilly. So crap, now I need to read my screen because it's very small. In the video game industry, AAA, they had to, in parentheses, pronounce what it is. AAA is a classification used for games with the highest development budgets and levels of promotion. So yeah, it's just how much money you throw at it. It's expected to be a high quality game or be among the year's best sellers. So, okay. But like, okay, then instead of what do you define as a AAA game, let's go with what do you guys define should be like, I feel like the term AAA needs to go away. Like, just because money is thrown, and we've seen a lot of games lately that have flopped. Destiny 1 and 2 were not, like, there was a lot of controversy. A AAA game should have great storytelling and fantastic gameplay. I like to also think pretty good graphics. I mean, I honestly don't care about graphics, but at the same time, I feel like games, like, when they're reviewed, if you get told in development that your game should be AAA, like, there should be kind of like a Nintendo seal of approval kind of thing where you can put, like, a letter on your game. But I feel like if people did that, the games themselves would, like, lose something. Like, then every game developer would just start putting a giant, like, A stamp on their game boxes and hope you didn't actually, like, oh crap, I want to get that guy. Quick pro tip, if you have the re-elected version, you get, one of your abilities is telekinesis, but it's telekinesis where you can grab a guy and just suck up their money. If you have that one, guys in suits and girls in, like, pinstripe skirts will give you, like, oh, shut up. I need to be able to figure out how to put these guys down. without that happening. But like telekinesis lets me drain money. Guys in suits are worth like thousands. Come here. Oh, you're dead on. And why can't I rob dead people? I mean, no offense, like I pick her up, she drops money. But then if I were to like just grab a random person and kill them and then pick up their body, I can't suck out the money. Like what? I don't get it. That's physics weirdness. But again, this game is built around you are inside a game engine. While we're talking about game engines, I am getting so freaking tired of games I play. Just realized I have not looked in my cash in quite some time. So that's money I've lost. I am so tired of games giving you like a cheat menu or mod support or something. But like the second you activate it, like this is a game, this is a cheat built into the game. And some of these like are stupid things, like big head mode. Or like I just get a little extra cash, which just saves me time, but the second I use it, it disables my achievements and autosaves. And every game I have like that does that, and it's so stupid. I mean, I get it for like Fallout games or Elder Scroll games or anything like that where a potential mod or cheat could break the game or let you be able to like cheat the system. Like if there's a mod that lets you get all the Daedric artifacts in Elder Scrolls Skyrim or something, you can theoretically get a free achievement because of the mod, and I get it, that's not fair, that's cheating the system, whatever. But here, this is a game just built around stupid things, and big head mode will disable achievements. Getting some free cash, unlocking all the guns early will let me, like, will disable my achievements. And I'm like, why? I can do every quest, and they're all fun to do, and, like, they'll all get done. But, like, why am I losing my achievements because of this crap? It's so stupid. But no, like, if all it takes to make your game AAA is just throwing money at it, that's like saying you can get an A+ in college because you just paid more, or you went to the most expensive school. It doesn't mean you got the better education, it just means you got the exact same education for more money, and I'm like, that's dumb. Especially when I, as a consumer, am paying the same $60 for the game. Like, if I'm paying $60 for this game, or I'm paying $60 for Fallout 76, or I'm paying $60 for, again, Witcher 3, they're not all created equal. Like, Witcher 3 is better than this game for a single-player experience. For co-op, I love this game because I get to play it with my wife. And she loves that you can, like, summon Ashley Birch as a character to just follow you around, which is super fun. I get superpowers. It's very Matrixy. Like, that's the whole spoof. It's a spoof on the Matrix. Like, I love the gameplay. Again, I've been doing this for, what, like, almost an hour? I'm just running and flying and sucking money out of people like they're walking ATMs, which I kind of feel like is a... Like, before it was as big an issue, I feel like that's kind of a thing on, like, AAA developers. Like, oh look, there are people. They have money. They're going to give me all their money for my cool new game. I see them all as walking ATMs. Pay me. Like, I really feel like that's a very on the nose look at the games industry right now. Like, oh, he's got money. Hey, wanna give me money for these microtransactions? Where'd my guy go? Look at this. This guy's still giving me cash. Oh my gosh, so much money. Let's see if you're as good for my piggy bank. But see, I can't put him down. If I hit the B button, it just does this. If I hit the button I used to pick him up, it's gonna throw him. If I hit my right trigger, nothing happens. Like, I mean, I could zoom in and throw him. Oh my gosh, where did his body go? Like, where did he go? Oh, I see you all having, like, a meat. Money.
Just like Johnny taught me.
I mean, I can throw money at some of my problems. But, like, I really feel like now that the way this video is going, there's my review on the gaming industry as we see it now. This is a game. I need to find my customers. Hey, look, they're freaking everywhere. I'll just put everything in my game. And then just shake the money out of them with microtransactions and that's why I'm gonna be a CD Projekt Red fan for life. Free DLC out the butt. Like 20 something, like over a dozen or like 2 dozen DLC for free for The Witcher 3. Like if you buy the Witcher 3, like there are quests and gear and new costumes for the characters, which yeah, I would have bought those costumes for characters probably for like $2 or $3 or $5 for, like, there are microtransactions right now that if they had put them in Witcher 3 or like DLC that was paid, I would have bought them. Instead, all of Witcher 3 stuff was free. Every DLC. Except for, like, the 2 campaign, like, the full story DLCs, which unlock, like, entire mini continents or cities that are just really big. They've got more open world stuff, more quests, more places of power, like, everything. Like, just more. So, I get that. That's a full-blown DLC. It's a whole more gameplay. But, like, costumes, card looks, things for your horse, stat boosts, stuff like that. I'm like, yes. Yes, that is a game company that knows that people already bought our game, but maybe there was a little extra we wanted to do. I'm not gonna make them pay me to put in the little extra I wanted. I'm gonna give it to them because I love them. People are like, hey Destiny, why do I buy your full price game and then you're trying to like microtransaction my butt? Like, why am I paying you $60 and then you're also gonna nickel and dime me for like every cosmetic in the game? I want to be able to earn those in the game I bought. And to give Bungie credit, they are getting better about it. But is that because they wanted to? Or because they learned their lesson? Or is it just because, oops, you guys caught us trying to be shady and you called us out on it, I guess we'll have to fix what we're doing? Like, are these things they already knew they were going to get called out for? Like throttling XP or, like, all the things they got called out for in the last year. And now you've got games like Fallout 76 that are, like, telling the games industry as a whole that I don't care if you're a AAA industry. I don't care if you threw millions or billions or whatever at your game. I want a game that's well put together, that runs properly, that works, that's fun, that's not trying to shaft me, that doesn't obviously look like you were lazy and just wanted to take, like, cash in on the Fallout name. The game is garbage. It looks like it's barely out of alpha. You had to pay. You had to pre-order, which is pretty much you have to pay for the game before you could do the beta. Things like the beta should never be a selling point for your game. If you're gonna give me a beta, that's me helping you. That's me looking at your game, and in exchange for me getting an early look at the game and getting early hands-on with the game, you're getting me honestly telling you, man, I went to this place freaking again. Like, you're getting my feedback on, hey, these are some... Because think about it, how long will it take you by yourself to check a, like, 100+ hour game for bugs? Or you can give the game out to a couple 100,000 people for free and say, hey, look at this game for like 10 hours. I think between all of you, you guys will be able to figure out like what's wrong with my game. And that's how a beta works. Like, that is by definition what betas are. They are you stress testing and looking at the game for problems so that the dev can fix it. But Bethesda didn't. They let out their beta within 2 weeks, which is practically a demo at that point. People saw the beta and immediately started trying to get their money back, to which some places are like, yeah, sorry, we don't have a return policy on pre-orders. Other places are like, yeah, we understand the game sucks. Like, famous popular YouTubers that have built themselves... Oh, wait. Oh, I am going for that ramp. But first, I need a car. Okay, what is free money? Free money is good. But no, like... No, I need my phone.
You bet, boss.
Where is it? Sorry, I have a... Not the pacemaker. Where is... I upgraded a car to make it like the coolest thing. Like, look at this car, it's so sleek. Batman. Batman would love this.
God, I'm...
Get out of my way. Ramp. It's probably the most air I'm gonna get in the whole game. The heck? Did I just, like... That was weird. That was really weird. But, like, see, if nothing else, yeah, that was a little buggy. But this game is also set inside of a giant, like, simulator. So it can be buggy, and I'm not gonna be mad about that. And it's also a really big world. A couple of bugs are okay. Like, Bethesda's early games taught us that really big open worlds are gonna have bugs that no one's gonna see for months. And by the time that one bug is found, it's like, is it really worth spending money and doing your craziest to, like, fix that one bug? Like, how are you gonna find it? Okay, back to running. It's safe. But just... So AAAs are, by definition, like the ones that have money just thrown at them. And that's fine. But I need to see that money in the... Like, I want to see that production value. And a lot of games lately just haven't done it. I haven't seen it. I'm like, okay, I get it. I'm not gonna see, like... Just, I'm tired of day one patches. I'm tired of that being a thing. I'm tired of being expected to pay full price for a game that's obviously not done yet. Huh. Hee, I want this car, it's so tiny! Yay, it's even got a cute little baby horn! And it's called the Halberd. That was way too cool a name for this car. It's got some pep to it. Which one's that? Is that another, is this the Temptress? I think it is. It's so sexy. Oh no, this is the Raycaster. I've got that one too. I don't know why I collect cars in a game where you can run faster than any car. Like, from the start of the game almost. Gonna make this jump, guys. It's gonna be awesome. Whee! Uh-oh. No! So close. That's gonna be my new goal for the next, like, 5 minutes, is trying to jump that. Okay. Okay, I'm not far enough in. Because I know there was a motorcycle, and there was... Ooh. Screw it. We're gonna try and, like... Oh, I feel like this already has more... Whoa, what the heck was that? I don't know if I've gotten a Strada. I don't think I do. I've got, like, the police motorcycle, but not... Oh, that one went even, like, worse. Why is he still screaming? Just... When I see indie games that look better than some AAA games, like, I get it. If you're gonna release a game that's just... Okay, where'd my fancy schmancy car go? Oh no! Where did it go? Well, we're gonna have to do it my way, I guess. But no, I'm just...
Sure thing.
I'm getting tired of seeing... What the heck? That's not where I wanted to go. I wanted to go over here. Just trying to make me do what you want, kid. But I will not do what you want. As Pippa, I will do whatever I want to do. Just, I want an open world game I can play with my wife, and when you go on the forums and people are like, yeah, if you want a game like that, Borderlands 2. Come on, you can make it! No! So close! Are none of my cars fast enough to make that jump? No. I refuse to believe it. No, that doesn't look sporty enough. I need a faster car, guys. Come on. I am disappointed in this car selection. But they keep changing cars, which is really weird. Fine, I'll take this one. Did this one not have a name? Okay. Ooh, the Sovereign. I like that name. I just take. No! So close. Darn it. I misjudged. That was totally on me. Now I need to hope there's another decent car over here. Okay, let's see if it's true about, like, New York taxis. Let's just drive crazy and... I wanna know what's sad. It got closer than most of the other cars. Like, it at least hit the wall. But I think the police car could have made it if I had done something different. But no, just Again, like, what do you guys think? I want my club. I just feel cool having my club. Its special ability is called Giblets, which I feel like at this time of year, with Thanksgiving around, being able to smack people into giblets is pretty cool. Is that girl just walking around in a nightie? Okay. Hey, Mohawk. Ooh, hot dog man. Wife, this is for you. Giblets. Oh, gee. Oh, I like it. Another hot dog man. Giblets. Oh my gosh, they just explode. Giblets. Okay, time to go. Hey, look, a building. They're gonna be like, where do you go, George? But now, just, I'm so sick of hearing people saying, oh, this is terrible for AAA. I'm like, stop. It's not, like, in the case of Fallout 76, it's not a bad AAA game. No, it's just a bad game. It's barely even a game. That's why, just, God, let Anthem be good. Please be good. Just, like, microtransactions do not make your game bad. I don't care. I get it. If I make a game and you pay me $60, I want to try and make some more money off it if I can. If a couple of you have deep pockets, or you just really like my game and want to keep investing in it by buying, like, the DLC or the cosmetics I make, cool. I want that. But I'm not going to build the game around that kind of money. Like, I'm not going to give you a crappy game and say, oh, do you want to have more inventory space in this crappy game? Got $5? No. That is not how it works. It's not how it should work. But I feel like enough people have not been telling game companies that. Like, we keep saying we don't like microtransactions, but the game companies keep seeing people buying their crap, and they're like, well, you keep saying it, but Jimmy over in, like, North Carolina keeps buying my crap, so I'm gonna keep selling it to him if he's gonna keep throwing money at me. Like, are you telling me I should say no to the guy with, like, $20 worth of DLC? I'm just saying. If he wants to give me $20, I'm not gonna say no. I mean, I get it. If it works, it works. Just make sure that your core game is on point first. Because that's the problem with Destiny 2, is people have been burned so many times and so hard by Bungie that even with the best DLC in the universe, nobody wants to play the game anymore. Nobody's coming back. And so the game's losing money, and Activision's like, well, we'll just make more microtransactions, and the whole community's like, you guys are morons. Like, this is why we're not playing anymore, is because you guys are run by a bunch of idiots. But this is also a prime example of what happens when the money guy tries to tell the artist how to do his job. Like, you're the money guy. You handle the money issues in the background. As long as you are making more than it cost you to make the game, shut up and just take the money. Like, if it per person costs you like $20 to make a game, and you charge me $60, you're making $40. Shut up. Don't complain that you didn't make more than $40. If the game is good, I will tell my friends. Word of mouth will happen. People will buy more of your games. Eventually, like Blizzard and Bethesda, you will build name recognition, which at that point, like with Fallout 76, will make people just throw money at you the second you say you're making a game. We're making a Fallout game. Just shut up and take my money. It's an MMO. Wait. It's gonna have microtransactions. Wait. And by then it's too late. We had enough people pre-order the game that they kept pushing on and pushing and pushing and pushing, and Now, people are like, I want my money back. Now they're selling the game at 33% off, 20 bucks off. Like, they're having to practically throw the game at people. Like, please play the game, and enough people are showing footage of the game and going like, okay, if you want a game that you can play for like 5 minutes and just laugh at how utterly garbage it is, yeah, this is the game for you. But like, really, its defenders' only real argument is, well, I'm having loads of fun with my friends, and I'm like, anything is more fun with friends. Like, pick an activity, most all of them are more fun with friends. I mean, yeah, there's some things that aren't, like getting beat the crap out of or something in the street, or being mugged with friends. Like, okay, before any of you make stupid comments like that in the comment section, like, not everything's more fun with friends, but most games are more fun with friends. But again, like, would I rather have more fun playing a good game, or would I have more fun playing trash with my friends? And I'm getting kind of rambly, so I'm going to stop recording for you guys on YouTube. I love you guys, but YouTube is a horrible platform, and it's getting worse by the year. So Twitch is my big friends. They'll get to see me ramble some more, because, yay, I like them. I like YouTube. I like you guys watching me on YouTube too. Just, I would rather you supported my Patreon or watched me more on Twitch. I try to record from 6 to 8, and Twitch will, for free, keep all my videos on my Twitch page for up to 2 weeks. If I get enough followers, I will probably get something like Twitch Prime, where I get to keep all my videos, I guess, indefinitely, or for like a year or something. I do put them on YouTube currently, so that it's more for me to immortalize them than it is for me to build like a YouTube following, because like YouTube's copyright BS and the way they do ads and revenue, and like even guys who are making a living off of it are starting to look at other forms of, like, people that were swearing up and down for a couple of years straight, no, I'm gonna try not to do a Patreon, I'm still making money with YouTube. Just so much BS from YouTube has happened that they're like, okay, screw it, I'm running a Patreon because they don't try and screw their people as hard as, you know, YouTube. And I feel like soon, like within the next year or two, enough people are gonna just stop YouTubing, because there are enough platforms coming out that, like, I want to make a living streaming for you guys. Like, tell me what game you want to watch. I want to do it. I would love to make a living streaming. I would love to make a living playing games with you guys. Because if and when that happens, I'll probably go to cons so I can visit with you guys. I'll be able to hang out with other people, like other names in the industry. Like, I really look forward to that kind of interaction with you guys. Now, I'm not gonna say it's gonna happen anytime soon. Probably not, but I think I have this one already. Yeah, I've got this one. Oh, it doesn't even have a horn. But, alright guys, so for you guys watching on YouTube, lights out.